our Facebook group to here. We are doing a stretch corduroy. So it's actually not a knit. I will have one stretch corduroy knit, maybe in the near future, but just one color black. It feels like a stretch velvet, but the one that I will be showing today, they are considered stretch woven. So which means those corduroy will be great for well, I think not all of them are stretch. Okay, yeah, not all of them, but most of them are, and then they'll be great for overall, like those button-up dress, great for jacket, and then they just really great for fall and winter. So without further ado, let's go over, and the sales of this style will be in the Facebook album. I will be manually invoice whatever yardage that was cleansed, and the quantity is limited, and I will not be able to restock those again. And that's the reason why they won't be going on the website, because it just wouldn't make sense to go on website for things that only show up like once a while. Um, and this is also to respond to the group survey that I posted in my Facebook group. Some of you mentioned that actually one of you mentioned the website sometimes runs slow, and I think part of the reason is because the media files such as like video or picture file, they are like sometimes taking more storage space. So I'm trying to delete out of the old one and try to not upload anything that's more like a one-time drop thing. So that being said, let's just keep going with stretch corduroy. I'm gonna see. This is like how much we're gonna go over today, but YouTube Lite does have a time limitation, so I don't know how much I'll be able to go over. But first of all, I'll just show you guys um, what those are. I'm actually wearing a Seweird custom gray cotton lycra solid. So a lot of you also on the survey really like this. So I might be running another pre-order, but before that I have to check with my print house what color they have in stock and that's available to order. But I'm kind of glad I'm wearing this color. This is what I call the young one color. It's like kind of a red one-ish color. So hopefully that gives you a good contrast for the color. So like I said, all those are gonna be very limited yardage. So I put my notes. This one only had 3 yard 22 inch, and this is measured more generously, so that I will be able to have a little bit cut allowance. Initially, I was thinking selling them by the piece, but some of them are like 4 yard 30 inch. I think the vendor really sold me as a 5 yard, so I'm taking a few yards shoulder. So I think like for the bulk, I probably lost, I don't know, a good 3 to 5 yards, but that's okay because I'd rather to have car allowance and make sure I don't show you guys anything. So the first color will be showing. I don't know if it showed the color right, but it's kind of a pink, a little bit on the pale side. Let's see if we can bring the camera closer. And all of them, the corduroy, they go by like standard pink whale, elephant whale, jumbo whale, nickel whale, baby whale, feather core, white whale, broad whale. And I did like a quick internet search. So I think all those are gonna fall in between the standard and the white whale, but they are not like super white, not like the elephant white, but it's like really nice core that you can see. I wanted to show you pinwheel. Okay, so behind me is this. I have very little of this left. So this is my pinwheel stretch corduroy. You will be able to see it's like really fine pin. Okay. But then this one, you can see they are very vivid cord that you will be able to see the whale. So really beautiful. Great for jacket again. So the first one, I'm gonna be list them by again in the Facebook album. And this one is actually no stretch. So I'm gonna put notes for my sale. And actually gonna number them. So that way it's easier. So number one is no stretch. Also, I'm gonna do a quick width of fabric. I think they are all similar. So I won't be doing one by one, but I'm just gonna do a quick, have them folded, and it's about 28 to 29 inch. So 56 width of fabric. I'm gonna just put it on top, 56. So let's keep going then. And I did try to glue similar color together. So far, I don't think there's like much duplicate. Maybe there was one. Next up is a navy one. Look at how, oh, I love how like the light contrast. Okay, so this is a navy corduroy. And then bring it closer so you can see the whale and core. So when I take picture, I'll try to see if I can do a better job to see, you know, how the core looks like. So again, this is probably standard to white core, and this is what I have installed. This is the pinwheel. Pinwheel is like very tiny wheel, so you can see it's almost like a very tiny hair. And then this is the corduroy for this lot. Really beautiful one. And hey guys, thank you for saying hi. I see Andrea and Mintu. Yay, you're going live. So if you have any question, feel free to post. Hopefully I'll see it enough time and then be able to respond. Okay, so this one I see the stretch. So this one stretched very little bit. So I'm gonna call it no stretch too. You can actually feel a little bit, but I'm not gonna count as a stretch. So this is 2. I'm gonna put my notes pink. And then the navy is no stretch. So I actually stretch all of them, but I didn't count right on the stretch info. So some of them do stretch and some of them don't. Hey Janet! And then you guys let me know if you like the YouTube Live better than the Facebook Live, because previously a lot of people told me Facebook is glitchy and it's like, you know, not really good quality. And YouTube is since like easier to replay too, and you can find it easier. It's always gonna be on my YouTube channel. I designate that channel mostly for fabric, but sometimes I post something fun, like, you know, I think I did something fun there. So okay, let's go to number 3. Okay, so number 3, I have about 4 yards, and this is the brown color, really pretty. And then since my pinwheel it's also a brown, we're just gonna compare the color because you have seen a lot of this photo. So this is the pinwheel that I have installed is darker color than this brown. This brown, whoopsie. Sorry, moving table with like ruler and things. Hey Emmy. Yeah, the brown is really classic. I'm gonna try to bring it closer so you guys can see the whale. So again, most of the whale are gonna be between standard to white. And how you define that is standard whale is 8 to 13 whale per inch. And white whale is 6 to 10 whale per inch. You see how they overlap, and that's why it's like so hard to define exactly. So just assume most of them are gonna be standard to brown whale. And anyway, you are actually buying based on the picture and the live information, and I won't be restocking them again. So it's just like, you know, a one-time deal. And then you can actually see this one actually stretch pretty decently. So let's see if we'll be able to tell the stretch info from 10 inch. So I'm gonna stretch grade 0 to 10 inch. So it stretched to 12, 13 inch range. So I'm gonna say 20 inch. So number 3, brown, we'll put 20 inch. And this one I will have about 4 yard 30 inch to share. So really nice brown. Oh, and this one is a lighter brown. Like we should call it probably camel. This is a more camel color. Camel or caramel. See how the color, so pretty, right? Oh, I dropped my notes. Okay, so I have about 4 yard 30 inch. And the whale, this one is very beautiful too. This one definitely I want to say is more on the wider whale. And let's see if it stretch. Okay, so it stretched some too. So keep in mind those are stretch woven, so you are not looking for knit kind of stretch. You're looking for just a little bit stretch for ease of sewing. But like the first one, the pale pink and the navy don't have stretch. However, they are beautiful core on the corduroy. Definitely worth it. So the price gonna be $8.50 a yard, but if anything less at retail, I forgot I'm gonna list at 11 or something per yard for whatever leftover to the website. But hopefully, there won't be any leftover, and I might bring some leftover home. They're just so cute. Even if it's like a less than a yard, we'll make gray shorts or like just a little skirt for school age girl. So cute. So 10 inches, it go to 12. So it's about 20%. So I'm gonna put it as camel. 20%. Okay, I should put it number 4. I've been trying to number them, but sometimes I forgot. And I see Amy say, ooh, like the cafe latte. And hi, Jessica. Yeah, they're so pretty. So my problem every day is that how do I balance between I need to make money to pay my warehouse rent versus I really want to bring all of them home. Yeah, it's like always very difficult, right? But good thing I don't really have all the time in the world to sew, otherwise I'll bring everything home. So this is more, I would say, the pinwheel, but again, it's still a little bit wider wheel than this pinwheel I had. This is my website pinwheel. This is still a little bit more visible cord, or maybe it's because of color. So this one I might call it a master, and let's bring up. So beautiful color, definitely so cute. So master color, great for jacket, and then for like an overall dress or like a skirt, you put a stripe. I think Ellie and Mac has something like that. I forgot the name for that pattern. So definitely really cute. And I see the stretch on this. Okay, so this one consider no stretch. So number 5, I'll put master, right? Master, no stretch. Okay, so number 5. Number 6. Okay, this is another shade of brown. I don't know what I would call it. I'm gonna call it sand brown. And then the core is very beautiful here too. It's another one that's a more visible core, like whale. So this one is no stretch, but I wanted to show you the color. So beautiful color. Okay, so just for a quick comparison, I'm gonna grab where I have my notes. So this is the previous master. And then this is the camel. And then I'm gonna bring the dark brown. And this is the dark brown. Okay. So when I take picture, I'll try to have them like on the side for like contrast. So that way you can see it better. Just really beautiful. The thing about corduroy is it look really rich because the core and like the reflex. So when you move, you can tell like the texture is different. It's just like really nice. So compared to other woven, corduroy is less boring. I want to say it just adds that that texture and fall look to your whole look. It's just really cute. Okay, so next one, I'm gonna call it gray. So this is a gray color corduroy. And that will be number 6. Number 6, gray. And bring you guys closer to see the corduroy core well. Very beautiful. This is not as wide, but looks more like the pin. Still very pretty. You see how that reflects? I mean, that color, just like under the natural light, it just add that texture and that pretty rich kind of surface fur to it. Okay, this one is pretty. Yeah, so let me see if it stretch. Okay, I just stretch. Okay, so this one I will consider no stretch. Okay, yeah, so when I get a mystery corduroy from the vendor, I know some will be stretched, some will be not. Nevertheless, the color are all really beautiful. And they're like hard to get. Like if I were to really go like downtown OA, I have to get like 80 yards of each, which I cannot afford, and I wouldn't be able to bring to you guys. I really like this, so I take on the risk for the mystery. But when I show you guys, it's all revealed, so you'll be getting exactly what's on the picture. So this one is like a really pretty color. I don't know how I would call it. I'm gonna call it teal. Okay, I'm gonna call it number 7 teal. Marking on my paper. Teal. Most of them are somewhere 4 yard 20 inch to 4 yard 32 inch. Like I said, my vendor intended to sell me each color as 5 yard, but I actually count them. So they are a little bit less, and when I count them more loosely, so I have car allowance. So yeah, so that's just like some information for you guys. I'm actually gonna list them in the group album by the yard. So 4 yard, 32 inch. If someone claim 2 yard, another person can claim the remaining, and I will count the true remaining after I cut the 2 yard, etc. So that way you can try to get as many yardage as you want. You can feel free to claim the whole thing. It's gonna be like a first come first serve. I'll take picture and I'll upload all at once, so that way they are on the website once. It's easier that way. Okay, so this is the cord, the whale. Very pretty, right? Okay, so let's stretch. Oh, so this one stretched decent. Okay, you guys can see that, right? So let's see. Grabbing from 1 to 10. Oh, so actually it's the same thing, 20 inch. So 20%, I mean 2 inch, so that's 20%. So they are all about 20%-ish so far. Okay, let's go the next. Number A. Okay. Oh, number A. It's very similar to the one I have on website. Okay. Just so slightly different. Yeah, you can tell it's different, but the texture, thickness, and the whale are very similar. So this is very similar to what I have on the website, just a different shade of brown. I'm gonna call it dark brown, number 8. Marking on my notes, dark brown. And then this is a more pink whale. So again, it gives that luxury, rich shininess, and then gonna bring it closer to me. Okay, now we can see the color better to this side. Okay, and let's see if it's stretched. Oh, it's stretched. Okay, so from 0. Okay, so this one to 20-30%. So slightly more than the other, but I'm still gonna call it 20%. It's just easier that way. Okay, so very pretty. I think if you want to wear corduroy, you should have a linen roller near you all the time, because it does seem like they attract dirt. It's just like, like so pretty, but like I can see like little car thread on them, because I unfold for them, count, and then they stack on different color, just like, yeah, corduroy. And definitely you want to wash with a color catcher, and I will search around, because I'll treat it as a cotton woven, just to make sure during the wash no thread whatever will be wasted. Okay, so number 9. This is another navy. I'll call it lighter navy, because it is a little bit lighter than the other one, and I want to see if I can bring the other one to compare. But first of all, let's look at the core and then the stretch. Okay, oh yeah, that way you can see better, right? So this is the cord, the whale. Okay, so nice, beautiful whale. This is the navy, and let me gonna try to unstack them so I can compare the. This is the number 2 navy, which does not have stretch. So number 2 navy doesn't have stretch, but it's a little bit wider whale. And this is number 9 lighter navy, but it's a finer and pinwheel. So either way, they are very beautiful. So it's really depending on what project you need. Okay, are you able to see the number 2 no stretch, number 9 with the stretch, number 2 a wider wheel, number 9 a more pinwheel. Okay. Okay, let me see. I need to make sure I mark number 2. All right, let's move on to the next one. So, oh, light navy. Oh, I didn't do the stretch test for that one. So let me do the stretch test real quick. Okay, stretch decent, but I feel based on experiences, this is 20%. But let's see. 0 to 10. Okay, so it stretched to 2 and 3 inches. So I'm still gonna put 20%, like I said. So 20% on number 9 lighter navy. So we are 22 minutes into the live. Supposedly, YouTube live coming off at 25. I don't know, but if it didn't coming off, I'm just gonna continue. If it coming off, I'll starting another live and I'll try to drop the link to the Facebook thread again. But then this one, without further ado, turquoise. This is actually a very rare color to find, so I'm very excited for this. It's not as much of a fall color, but definitely add the popping and fun color to it. Definitely pretty. And let's see a closer look. The whale. I have one. Oh yeah, mine is a lighter. This is probably more aqua. So I have this, also running very low, fine whale. Sitting on the side. And then just for color comparison, this is definitely turquoise, rich and thick. Again, 4 yard to 4 yard 32 inch. So that's number 10. Marking on my paper. Do the stretch info. From 0 to 10. We go to 2 to 3 inch. So that's about 20-30 inch. Again, I'm gonna mark as 20 inch. So turquoise, 20 inch. Bring it closer to me. So this is the color, one different way. Yeah, I'm wearing this color. Great comparison, right? This is like so score color and kind of like just really lively, fun. Okay, next. Oh, so number 11. This is another navy. Let me see if it's similar to the other navy, because that way I can just load it at the same one. So this is number 9 navy. It's actually different shades, right? So this is different than number 9. And then this is the number 2 navy. They are different. And then number 2 again is a wider wheel. Okay, so number 11 is another navy. I run out the name for navy because I had the dark navy, the navy, so I'm just gonna call it number 11 navy. So number 11 navy. Let's see the cord on this, the whale. Beautiful, right? So I would say this is probably more toward the pinwheel group. Okay, but you can see the pretty texture of that. And let's see. And then it's stretched too. So only number 2 navy doesn't stretch, but the other two navy stretch. So from 0 to 10, it will stretch to 2 to 3 inch. So again, this is gonna be marked as 20 inch. So this is this navy, number 11 navy. Very pretty. You see how that shine because the corduroy keep that surface fur feeling. So 20%, and this is again 4 yard 31 inch. And then this is come to Janet's favorite, pink corduroy. I don't know, should I call it pink or coral? I feel like it's a coral pink. Okay, I'm gonna call it coral pink. Yes. So you can see the color. I'm just trying to move around my body on the different light so you can see it. So number 12. Let me mark on paper 12. Then I'm gonna call it pink corduroy, pink coral corduroy. And then this is the whale. Okay, so yeah, I guess this is also more on the pinwheel. Just really pretty. Such a nice luxury texture. Yeah, I know Jenna's favorite. You already mentioned when I post the picture. It's like really bright and happy. Love it. So from 0 to 10, yeah, it stretched to 12, 13 also. So that's 20 inch stretch too. So again, those stretch woven, you can't really treat it as a knit because none of them stretch on the selvage. It's a very little stretch, so it's like good for the just like a little bit comfort of wearing, sewing, ease of wearing. Yeah. So again, very pretty. About 4 yard 30 inch. So when I post in the group album, I'll post the photo, the stretching photo that we go over, and how many yardage available, and I'll be post for by the yard price, and then I'm gonna give a little bit better price for the person who take the whole piece, because it's actually my goal to just make it move easier. I'm never gonna keep them as inventory, so it's just like easier and better for me if they sold out as like a one bunch at one drop. Okay, so number 13. Number 13 actually, okay, so I have two white corduroy. Oh, but they are a little bit different whale. Okay, so I have to show them separately. So this is white, or I don't know if you call it white or cream. This is the one that's coming on next. I don't know if they are called white or cream, but let's see. So this is one is on the white whale, so definitely very cute. I would think this is probably can be dye, color dye. It's probably great for color block jacket too. Great for making those embellishment as well. Just like really nice. You can see the whale, right? Yeah, it's a nice whale. The next one's gonna be more pink whale. And let's see the stretch on this. So this one actually doesn't stretch. So I put 13 wider whale. No stretch. White. Okay. Where's my notes? Where's my notes on this one? Okay, here. Number 13. Okay, so this is again white. This will be a great for a white shorts, white pants. I think will be like really cute for color blocking too. Just like that pop of color. Okay, so number 14. This one is a more pinwheel, but this one actually feels thicker. For some reason, it's even a little bit fuzzy feeling on the wrong side. This one feels thicker. Okay, so the previous one, the wider whale one, doesn't stretch, but this one stretch. So I'm gonna put 14, stretch white, and then that's 14. And let's see the stretching from this. Okay, from 0 to 10. So it goes to about 12.5. So 20 to 25 inch. 20 to 25% stretch. I'm gonna put 20%. Okay, so kind of nice. So 20% stretch. This one feel a little bit thicker. Yeah, just like folding is like a more bulky too. So for those who like a thicker texture, this is definitely a nice rare find. Okay. And moving to 15. 15 looks like another camel color. So we have number 4 as a camel. 14. This is 15. 15, is this one stretch and it's a pinwheel? I'm gonna write 15. And then gonna try to see if I can find that on the table. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna find it on the table. Whew. Okay, so yeah, the color is different. Number 4 camel earlier is a wider whale. This one is a more pinwheel. So yeah, different shades. I'm gonna put it on the side. Okay, so just wanted to see if they are like duplicate or different. So number 15 is on the pinwheel group. Pinwheel. Okay. Jessica, not for you, you're messy. I don't know. Something about the white pants is add like a rich feeling and class to it. I guess you have to be a really neat person, right? But then, yeah, white is like really classic and just fancy. I wear white sometimes, but rarely. I do have a white paperback short I really like. Yeah, and I usually feel pretty proud by the end of the day. My shorts still look white. So yeah, white is fun too. Sorry, your cat was standing on the keyboard. It's okay. Your cat can join the live too. So this is the pinwheel camel color I want to say, which is different than the other one. So number 4, earlier I said the camel is like a, I'll call it rich camel, and this one is a more pinwheel camel. Or maybe one of them will be latte. Actually, I'm not gonna name any name for them. I'm just gonna put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That way it's easier. But then I'll just be showing the pictures. Okay, so this is the pinwheel one. I see the stretch info. Okay, so stretch decent. So 10 to 12, so that's a 20% too. I could put pinwheel. And then 20%, number 15. And then here, number 16. And I'm so glad YouTube didn't cut me off. So thank you, YouTube. So number 16. So this is another coffee latte color thing. And it's on a wider wheel. I just kind of eyeballing with all the other brown camel latte color. It's different. So they are all different. So in the album, since you can be able to scroll left and right, you'll be able to see it different. I'm gonna try to take picture over on my cutting table under the green mat, so hopefully give a little bit more contrast too. So yeah, so this is the whale on this one, wider one than the pinwheel, right? So beautiful. Oh, I love that. Okay, so that's stretch. Oh, and then before we do that, I'm just gonna show the color around me. This is such a nice classic color. Very pretty. It reminds me of my dog Pudding. Okay, so from 0 to 10. This one stretched a little bit, but seems to be less. I want to say just 10%. So I'm going to put a wider whale 10%. So let's just call it 10%, okay? So 10% on number 15. Just making a mark. This is 15. Alright, so we have last three, and they are the red color group. So I'm gonna just hold them up. Because I'm wearing a young wine color. So you can see this is a darker red. This color almost similar to the color I'm wearing. I wonder if these two are the same. They look a little bit different then, right? I don't know. They look same and then different. Okay, so let's go the darker red first. And then we'll see. I'm gonna move one of that away. Okay. So the darker red, let's just call it burgundy. This definitely look more burgundy. And I will call it number 16. 16 is the burgundy, and let's bring the whale closer so we can see. This one, I want to say the pin whale, but it's more 3D pin than the one I have in stock. So I don't know how you would explain that, but it's just like you can see the trying to push with my fingers, you can see better, right? So definitely very pretty corduroy. Oh, this will be great for Christmas too. All the holiday that's coming up for all the school event. This would be so cute. Okay, so as usual, they are about 4 yard, 32 inch. Let's see if it stretch. Oh, stretch decently too. So from 0 to 10. So 0 to 10, go to about 13 inch. I'm still gonna call it 20%, okay? Just because just for ease of wearing, burgundy 20%. Very pretty burgundy color. Wow, look at that luxury red. I guess they can be great for a costume too, right? Somehow I think about Snow White. I don't know why. Okay, so number 17. 17 red. I don't know 17 and 18 are the same or not. Let's take a look. Okay, so 17 and 18 are both red, but from the closer look, they are different. So this is 17 red. And then let's see, this is 18 red. Red. They are so similar. I don't know if they are the same, but I'm gonna mark them right now. They are very similar, but they're just slightly different in my naked eye. I want to say it could be the same manufacturer spec, but different lot number. Different lot number just meaning they have all the same formula, but this raw material, when they finish this, they had to buy a new raw material, which had to fit all the standard, but because it's different raw material, even though they had the same spec, it could still look different. So those two give me that vibe that they are made like exact same, but they are different raw materials, so they are slightly different. So that's the best way I can describe it. But nonetheless, both of them are really pretty red. Oh, it's like my young one color, right? It's really kind of match my custom gray CO solid. So so I'll treat them differently. So I'm just gonna call it say 17 red, 18 red, or I just call them by number. So this is 17. So again, if you are eyeing on one of the red, you want to make sure getting the one you want. And I don't know how popular they will be, so definitely you want to have like a backup, like you like number whatever 2 the back, number 8 the second, and number whatever, and then you just put it there. So yeah, let's see. And then this is number 17 red. And then we're gonna color red. Let's see the stretch info from 0 to 10. So it go to about 12, so 20%. Okay, yeah, this way you can see the whale better, right? Yeah, definitely nice corduroy. So this is 20%. And then finally, number 18, red. Um, as a Taiwan and then Chinese, we love red. Like red, you can just wear anytime. Like you can wear on your birthday, you can wear on New Year, you can wear try like Lunar New Year, you can wear the Western New Year, you can wear on Christmas, you can wear on Thanksgiving. Like we just love red. Red you can really wear on anything. You can wear red on your wedding too. Yeah, we traditional like cheap house style, a lot of them base color red. Oh, so this is definitely different than 17, 18. Feel a little bit stretchy more, but let's see. From 10, yeah, it go to 13. So number 18 red stretch a little bit more. So this is the number 18 whale. I'm just trying to show you as a stretch so you can see. Let's do what I usually do to show you the whale. Okay, very pretty. So that number 18 has about 4 yard 32 inch. Sorry, that's wait 16. Oh, I had my number wrong. Okay, okay. So the burgundy was 17 and the previous red was 18. And then this is 19. I'm confusing myself. Anyway, so the final one is number 19 red. And when I list down the picture, it'll be obvious anyway. So this one stretch about 30%, but I'm gonna put 20% also. So this is number 19, and that concludes our corduroy. So most of them do stretch, but there are a few that don't. And I did notice some of those that don't have a nice wale width. So it's something to put in consideration. So again, thank you guys very much. If you go to the pin post, there should be the survey. If you can help me out and just like really give me your honest opinion, that really help. As of today, I got another email for another fabric shop that just decided to shut down. It's like really feel sad. It broken my heart too. For those who start your own small business, you know you always start with the dream. So it's just like really feel like your dream got shattered. I'm really struggling with my shop too, but I wanted to try to still try to fight for this year and see. Um, I actually started that survey yesterday because I got my lease renewal notice. So I was like, oh my gosh. And then I've been praying too. There's like no exact I got okay to shut down yet. So I still pray to God for like wisdom. But meanwhile, if you guys notice, I've been doing different things in my group. I've been trying to find more special things for you guys. Doing the wall draw, I did pick on different things. And some of you have suggestion in the survey too. Like one of them I mentioned saying that the website sometimes can be slow. And I think it's because the media files. I'm going to work on that too. And some of you say you want to see more bamboo on the custom run. When I do the custom run, you will be able to select all the bases. And some of them say I have current enough double brush poly solid and print. You're happy with what I have right now. And some of them you say similar for the cotton lycra and cotton lycra print. And some of you also mentioned you want to see more green on the cotton lycra, which I do have something incoming. I'm working with vendor too. And lastly, I think, oh, and one of you mentioned put on sale for the last chance fabric. So yeah, I might do something about that in the near future too. So I'm welcoming all suggestion, and I won't be able to fulfill all the like the request because I'm just a one person shop, but I'll be able to see what I can do gradually one by one because I actually read each survey and they are anonymous, so I don't know who wrote those. So even if you say like I really don't like your shop, I wouldn't know who you are, so don't worry about it. Maybe Google knows because Google they probably keep track, but like when the data presented to me, it just say individual 1, individual 2, individual 3. So I wouldn't know who wrote what. But I do really appreciate all the honest opinion, and a lot of you say really nice words too. So like thank you. So that being said, I'll be working on taking pictures and hopefully I can get this drop oven set up before I have to go pick up my kids. So that's the goal for today. Thank you for joining me live. Thank you. Bye, so weirdos. And then I have to figure out how to end the live. Bye.